Hello, my name is Prince. I stream regularly on Twitch. This is just like a random video of me ranting or just talking about one of my favorite mobile games. It's called Dissidia Final Fantasy Upper Omnia. Um, it's a game I sunk a lot of time into, and I really enjoyed it for what the past 5, almost 6 years. It is a RPG based off of the Final Fantasy franchise slash Dissidia franchise, which is like it's basically like a spin-off of a spin-off. Um, Mostly just to show off my account because I did spend a lot of time on this and I didn't really want it to like completely go to waste because I've lost screenshots and all that. So I just wanted to preserve it in a way. Um, it, as you can see, I've spent a lot of time on this game. I don't have every weapon. I do have every character they've ever added. I'm really hoping for another Dissidia game in the future. Hopefully sooner rather than later. But as you know, good things take time. But this is like a general overview of my account. Uh, and of the game in general. So to start things off, we have our crystal levels and character levels. As you can see, everyone is maxed out. Sorry if I'm scrolling a little too fast. This is very amateurish. I I felt like I had a lot of things to say, but it's kind of hard to say everything that's going on in my head right now. I won't say much about the story. The story is very, I wouldn't say basic, but it's kind of repetitive in terms of how it goes. There's a baddie, you beat the baddie, there's a new baddie. But the game's not like solely known for its story, but it is very much like a, how do you say, like a fan servicey game. You got a lot of interactions between characters. You got Cloud saying he doesn't need. Sorry, you got Squall saying whatever. You got characters being themselves in front of other characters, they'd never interact with because they're from different they're from different worlds basically, different universes. Right now I'm just going through all of my characters, my weapons, their progression levels. Like I think I have every relic weapon up to 5 of each for each character. They're pretty generous on, well, they're pretty generous on the way you can go about it. This game has the game has had a lot of quality of life improvements that's made it better for free to play. This is probably one of the most free to play friendly gacha games ever. You don't pull for characters, you pull for weapons. You max those weapons out, they become passives for you to use. You just equip the highest tier. So for most characters, that is their burst weapon. You can also equip like this ultimate weapon, which is for every character that holds that kind of weapon, like the staff weapon that Leonara here has. I've actually never played the After Years, but this game has made me want to go through and replay a lot of the Final Fantasy games that I've either finished or haven't finished. Actually, oh, never mind. But yeah, there's several weapon tiers. We call them 15 CP, 35 CP, EX, LD, FR, which is the force weapon, which are really good, and then the burst, which is the highest tier. Um, which is the highest tier weapon. Sorry, I got a notification on my phone that distracted me. They did add a lot like this. Never used to be before. You know, it used to be just the stat screen. You can see the traits each character has. The basics of the game is, um, for a lot of things, the game's just turned into a DPS race, like every gacha game seems to do. Like it's all about doing as much damage as possible before the enemies even get a turn. And then just to go over, um, sorry, I'm a little scrambled. And this is not going to be edited, so all my thoughts are going to be on this. So you max out the weapons. They each correspond to a different skill that you have, and each skill gets a boost. It's like passives. You equip the passives after you max out a weapon, and then you just equip the weapon with the highest stats, which is either the burst, or if they don't have a burst, it's a force. Or if they don't have a force, you can equip them with the ultimate weapon, like my air does here. Um, no, don't do that. Just to go over every weapon and what they look like, you can go to the view screen. There's also armor, which it's important for having more CP to equip all your passives and weapon passives. But yeah, the highest weapon is the burst, which are these beautiful weapons. You might recognize some of them from the games. Well, I know a lot of the earlier games didn't have models of the weapons. They just had a name. So this is a Valiant Knife. This is Locke's weapon. He has a lot of characters. You'll see they'll have costumes on. I have spent quite a lot of money on this game. More than I'd like to say. Um, it's probably accumulated to over 1,000. You won't see any 50. Well, you can see because I did pull some 15 and 35 CP weapons, EX weapons that I've never maxed because they're duplicates. Like I've maxed every 15, 35 CP EX that I could get my hands on. I don't think I have every LD. I definitely don't have every force and every BT, but I've collected a lot of things as much as I could within my means. I did not try to go bankrupt for this game. I loved it, but not not enough to put my own life at risk. We can go over the general flow of the game rather than just looking at what I have, because there is some content I have yet to beat. As you can see, there are 4 acts to this game. I've completed every one of them. Maybe not to the max. I think some of them, there's some missions that I haven't completed, which, let's see, chapter list, yeah, chapter 5. Oh god. Can I really say I've beaten the game if I haven't completed everything? I really don't know what I'm missing though, because this game's not really good at telling you. This should be chapter 5. You can zoom out, but I'm on PC. You need 2 fingers to do that. You can probably do that on with a button here on BlueStacks, but I really can't find it. Oh, yeah, just this one mission. I'll put on some of my favorite characters. This game is a lot about team compositions, having a DPS, supports, and usually some kind of utility. Mostly just supports for the DPS. So you'll have like Sid, he's really good. There's characters that all have like vastly different playstyles. Some of them kind of blend into each other because there is a lot of characters. Some of them not as effective as others because they don't do enough DPS or they don't enable enough DPS. Like I'll put Leonora here. Put Jill. I like Jill, even though she hardly got anything in Final Fantasy 13 besides being kind of a bitch. And then they kill her off. We'll even put Queen in here. And there's a lot on the screen, I know. It's visual overload for people who've never played this game before. You'll have calls, which are basically, if you ever played a Dissidia game, um, you'll summon a character, and then they'll come and deal damage, and then they'll leave. Each one has vastly different effects, and they use, I believe, a specific. I don't think it's any specific ability in general. They use like a 15. Well, they use their first or second skill, and then they have their. I believe this is the LD. I'll just put on whoever. This game is. I'd say they put a lot. You can tell they put a lot of love and effort into this game. I'll turn off auto. You can equip summons, just like any other Final Fantasy game. Each one has their own passive effects. You'll see their main passive effect right here, and then they'll have an additional effect once you actually summon them, which they have a summon speed, which all of them, they're all fast now. They used to be slower, and used to charge them based off of... You used to be able to charge them faster when you did launch attacks, which are another thing this game has. They increase your max brave, which is basically your damage limit. Well, kind of. Because there's overflow, there's a lot of things to this game that is probably just easier to explain. Sorry, that makes me a little sad. We'll use Josh's character. He's one of the community people assigned to this game from Square Enix. He's amazing. I hope the next game he works for is equally as fun. He's such a great guy. The whole so the reason why he's on my friends list, for those who may not know, I got into a co-op with him like pretty early into the game, like I believe in like the first year or so, and after that I sent him a friend request and he added me back, and he's been on my friends list ever since. And so basically how this game works is the basics of the game you're taught at the beginning. You have the basic brave attack, you build up brave. Oh, he has confusion now. Whoopsie. And then once you build up brave, you unleash an HP attack, which a lot of abilities now are basically HP dumps now. Except for like these ones where it looks like a buff guy. It's a buff. So you have Jill's here. Each one has different effects based on the character, of course. Like Jill has follow attacks, which she summons with the behemoth, which I guess she just has. I don't remember any fight where Jill summoned a behemoth, but she just has it now. And then you'll have Leonora here. Each character has an overhead that does like vastly different things. They're all pretty well documented, like on Rem's Dissidia database. They put a lot of work into this game. Like they log basically everything. They even data mine some stuff to to bring us a lot of excitement. But the GL community the GL devs really loved to throw curveballs at us. Like they'll give us a character that JP doesn't have, absolutely brand new to global, and it'll come out as a complete surprise to most people. Because we didn't follow the JP schedule directly. We tended to skew off the path and change things for a little bit. Enough of my ranting about that though. So you have Jill, she has an overhead. I believe it refills based off healing, and then if someone dies she can revive them, but it'll reset this thing. And she'll also do more damage based on the number. So use the self buff. She heals, and then she'll do more damage. She's really good. Each character is fully voiced, so characters that in early games that didn't have voices will have a voice actor. Some characters share the same voice actors. Some of the voice actors you might recognize. It's a star-studded cast. I believe that's how you call it. And then you'll have everything's a battle node besides like these, which are story nodes. Which I guess I've never read this one, so you can like take a look at this one if it loads. This is generally how cutscenes go. There's not really any FMBs or anything like that. This is probably super out of context. This game really brought me a lot of joy, like getting the character. Well, not character. Characters are free. You get them. You can get every character in the game for free. But I like the later part of the story. It kind of fell off. I can't really say anything about story writing because I suck. I've never written a story, and it's probably like a pain in the ass to write a story for a game that you don't know. If that you don't know that you don't really have like an end game towards, I guess. Well, there is an end game for this, but it's not like end game story wise. You know, I think they wanted to continue it, but sadly, it had to end at some point. There's You'll find more about it if you like look at it online. I believe they're posting all the story on the YouTube channel. Sadly, we won't get to know the story in game, so we can only watch the end of the story on the YouTube channel when they finally post it. The art for this game is absolutely gorgeous. And the music, it's just full of memories. Obviously, there's there's some quests I haven't been. I really don't like doing the summon stuff because even though I have like a lot of characters and a lot of stuff, it's just I usually just follow like whatever's meta, or I just follow a video. As you can see, um, the game is ending soon. And even though it's ending, really glad that I'm really glad we got this game. I'm really glad I got to see the characters interacting. I've never played another Dissidia game before this. Um, this is one of my first forays into the Dissidia franchise. Um, I know there's like 3 Dissidia games before this. There's the original, there's 02, 012, like Duodecim, and then there's NT, which really didn't do well. Wow. This is just the co-op stuff. I believe they're doing some co-op. I believe there's some people playing right now. But I'm at the basic stuff. I do have some videos of some of the co-op on my channel. You'll have like cute stickers and stuff that you can share, and little voice lines of each character. Like everything's fully voiced. Except for the story. The story isn't fully voiced. Where did I go to see the character? Oh yeah, stickers. So here are all the stickers. the basic ones. They also have little voice lines. You'll have this one. I love that one. You also have little animated ones, as you can see right there. Kafka ones. Son of a sub. There's a lot of them. I think I have them all. They have these ones from Dissidia NT. You'll have holiday ones. I believe this is from the collaboration from one of the Dragon Quest mobile games. Sadly, this is all we got. We didn't get like a character or anything. This game never got any collabs. They said they wanted to add all the characters in first before they even thought of doing collabs. I think that was kind of a bad decision. Oh wow. Oh, that's not animated? I thought it would be. I never even seen that one. I think I'm missing some. These are blank. Oh yeah, there's some I've missed. Oh gosh, I didn't even think I missed any. Oh well. You can usually buy them from the Dissidia shop, Dissidia point shops. I still have these force power tokens that I've never used. These are really strong abilities that you charge up. Might as well spend them. Let's see. Chicken knife, I'll buy that. Sure, I love Ferris. There's a lot I haven't maxed, that's why they're still on here. Like I'm missing. These are the ones I have but don't max. As you see, this Cloak of Darkness, she's wearing a costume. I'm not sure what it's inspired by. I'm sure somebody knows. You'll have character costume. You even have weapon glasses. You can choose. These are what the 15, 35, and EX and everything else going on before it look like. You can customize your character to look however you like. So this one's probably one of the better ones. The dragons are nice too. As the base skin. The skins cost like $36, so they're pretty. they have a hefty toll on my budget. But I of course I've stopped spending on this game a long time ago. Last time I spent was when Leonora came out, because I got really unlucky on her banner, which is probably why I have her in my party basically all the time. Let's see, what else can I go over? I can probably try like a really difficult quest I haven't completed yet, and then call it a day. You'll have forces. This shit was really hard to collect because you had to max out the force weapons, and they give you very sparingly little ones, so you can sort force level. Wrong one. Sorry if this video's a bit ranty and it's a bit long. I'm really proud of what the devs did here. Even if it's just a mobile game, you know, they did a really great job with it. This is probably one of the best mobile games Square Enix has ever put out. I know a lot of people probably disagree with me here because, well, different opinions and all that. But this is one of my favorites and one of the best that I've ever played from Final Fantasy. I've never got into Record Keeper or was it Mobius? Mobius looked like fun, but it seemed very gotcha heavy, more than this one. And then of course there's Brave Exvius, which I never really liked. Especially since I didn't play it at the beginning, so now it's just like a freaking grind fest just to even catch up. Let's see. There's Dare to Defy. We had a lot of... Let's see. Can I just throw a random team at it? Each enemy has like their own... It gets really in depth. Like, apparently this enemy changes their resistance, which seems like you don't want to party with any. What cover's names? Jesus. This guy looks like a pain in the butt. Deal fire brave, with force ability, and enemy. It seems like something for Lulu. I wish I could go through every character's abilities and all that, but there's plenty of videos out there. Like, you look up a character, look up the game name, and you'll see their abilities. They showcase them on their own YouTube channel as well, and of course a lot of other online sources. So we can look at... Well, I need Lulu probably, or a level based debuff. Oh, my Lulu sucks. Well, I don't think she ever got an L. Does she have an L? She does have an LD. She doesn't have a force or a burst. God, that music fills me with a lot of determination. Sorry. Trying to think of a party here. I can use Ace. I love Ace. Oh, is there a fire-based type 0 character? No, probably not. Pretty much all the time everyone just uses this one because it increases max spray, this one increases launches, this one I believe gives you... They also have like Bahamut, he's really good, he charges your EX. Like, they did try to spice things up and change things, but sometimes it just fell back to just doing unga bunga damage. I know I was trying to explain how this game works earlier, and I sucked at it. I'm sorry about that. Oh, my phone fell. There we go. So as you can see, all of her freaking attacks are... I'm probably gonna get my ass kicked. These guys hit incredibly hard. Wow. But I also hit harder. I really hope they make like a sequel to this game or something. Or like a spiritual sequel. Because it is a fun game. Probably use my burst here. They have these really you might recognize. I'm sorry, I'm just fumbling my words now. They have these really beautiful skill animations, and then they'll give you a buff below your character. You see a lot of homages to certain things in Final Fantasy games. Bam! I did no damage. You don't do damage until you do for force, which is sadly how the game goes. I might die here though, because these guys are doing an all-out attack, and I don't know if it's going to be an HP attack or not. Oh god. Oh god! Wait, how am I still alive? Oh wait, no, that's Rem. Oh my god, thank you, Reb. Holy shit. If I did not burst with Rem, I would have been dead, actually. And our health is back to full. Does Rem have a force? She does. I'm not sure if I should use it here, though. It's usually better as like a charging force, because there's this force banner above here. I charge it up, then I use it with a specific ability. I know this is like visual overload. There's buffs above the character, the red ones are debuffs. And then here's the force ability. The force abilities are, they're all collaborations between characters of different series, so you'll never see them collab with the, like, Rem and Ace, unless, you know, it's like in their burst. Which, you know, it doesn't. And then you can now use additional force abilities to charge up or continue the force, which it has 10 turns, so each turn I take is going to count towards that. But if I use a force, now I'm actually doing some damage. Well, not that much. The force HP damage bonus isn't that high. It multiplies your damage based off the percentage here, so I'm only doing 79% more damage. And each one has like a different trigger based off the force. You'll find it in the description. It's like after magic attacks, after follow-up attacks, not when you actually. It's so hard to explain, but yeah, not on party member's turn, and takes turn while level-based buff or special effect active, which we have one right here in his burst. And then with Ace, he does the debuffs, which these are traps. This is the trap debuff, and then you'll. And then I got 52%. Now I'm at 231%. Usually you want to charge your force before you're going into burst mode, because you can't do that anymore once you're in burst mode, sadly. These bosses are probably gonna pull out some bullshit and kill me anyways. I do want to make a video like showcasing every burst and force animation, because they did put a lot of work into them. Well, some of them, not all of them. Some of them a little less work. But I really love, like, you know, the thought that went behind it. The devs did an incredible job. And they probably didn't get paid enough either. My Lulu never got a force, sadly. So mine is just the basic Lulu. Oh no, what's it doing? Oh, that really reduced my damage. Well, not that much. So I'll just show you what a call looks like. It'll just do their basic ability and then they'll leave. That's Jack. Chaos. I don't even think I'm gonna be able to do this. Oh wait, thank God for Rem. As soon as Rem's burst ability goes away, I am screwed. I mean, I could use her burst phase, but you only can use one. And I'd rather use the Force and enter Ace's burst phase instead. I did not think you guys would be so freaking strong, but yeah, that's what endgame content is. If I lose, it's gonna be a shitty way to end the video. But you'll see other people still post content all they can of finishing this fight, probably with way more thought out characters than me. It's probably really inefficient. It actually has super efficient because I'm barely hitting 700 and it's the third term of the freaking Force. But I also don't have a Force on Lulu, which is probably making this much harder. Oh yeah, he does this at the end of his burst. Bam! Did a lot of damage. I don't think I'd be able to do this. Oh well, I'll try. Usually you're gonna want follow-up characters and characters who do launches, and Lulu isn't that. You can't really throw in whatever characters you want and win, sadly. Well, then the game would be too easy then. And this is a launch. It'll show you this thing that shows you can launch them. So I'll just start the launch with Ace. And do a Brave and H attack during launch, which really increases your damage input. Which is probably what I should have done. Just put a launch call on Ace. And my first Force phase is over, but they did add this thing where you keep a portion of your HP damage bonus, which is really nice. It made the game flow a lot better, because before you had to just charge your Force as fast as you can and make the best of it before it runs out, because then your damage really just dies at the end of that. And it did make a lot of characters more viable. Just not Lulu. Here's some of my favorite characters, Long and Rain. I totally wasted that launch. Oh yeah, I'm dead. Wait, no. Is Rem's burst still up? Okay, it's still up. But as you see, you can't just like unka bunka content with whatever characters you got. These aren't the best characters in the game. Oh yeah, I got this thing. I mean, you probably should have used it during the force and not randomly during. But I'm just kind of showing off things like summon. They resist that, so I'm not gonna do any damage. But we're enchanted with fire, which is the only reason why we're doing damage right now. I never think use this, but yeah. I probably should have. That did quite a bit of damage. One thing is, we have no way to get back into force phase because I used all my force abilities. I have 0. I'll probably just end the video right here. Like, it was just like a video of my general thoughts and stuff like that, my experiences, I guess, and a little bit of a counter overview. Because I definitely cannot complete this with this party. At least you can see what the quest failed screen looks like. Oh, my hole? Sorry, I was referencing something. But yeah, I just want to say thank you to all the devs, the community managers, Joshua, and everyone else. Sorry if I don't remember you by name. I'm so sorry. And everyone I've met through this game. You're all great people. Here's some of the people. A lot of people stopped playing once the end of service got announced. Some streamers that I met. But yeah, special thanks to Rem for Dissidia database, helping the community so much. Thank you guys for all the memories. Have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next Dissidia game. Bye.